Hello, Connecticut and the United States. It's a monumental time. This is a very critical time, and we need to talk about it. On the screen, Chris Murphy today, read my shirt. Evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. Yes, watch Senator Murphy and his inability to clearly view what's happening in the world and the problems that he is causing. No one else but him. Watch this video. It's live right now on the floor of the Senate. Let me go to it.
Well, effectively already priced into a Biden electoral victory, it will be seen as a diplomatic victory at a perfect time to score a win for diplomacy. And the Middle East countries who have found new affection for a U.S.-Iran agreement will exhale. Now, I'm not naive.
Yes, you are.
The Middle East has still dozens of intractable crises, and the events of the last few days in Israel and Gaza are a reminder of the grave challenges that are still there. But the overall mood of de-escalation in and around the Gulf,
it's not going to de-escalate if you listen to the Houthis. The Houthis are backed by Iran. Iran is 80 days from having nukes. 80 days. Count them. Okay? Once they have them, the game is over, folks. This is checkmate in 3. At Christmas time, Murphy met with Iran secretly. That was treason, okay? Now he backs the Houthis, took away their status as a terrorist organization, and stopped Saudi Arabia from purchasing weapons from Connecticut. Yes, Ratheon, Sikorsky, Connecticut corporations lost out. I'm not sure what, if you listen to this tape in its entirety of Senator Murphy, you will understand that he thinks by diplomacy and bribing Iranians that they will stop with their 2,000-year war. There are problems with the Yemenis. There are problems with Gaza. Yes, 3,600 rockets hit Israel targets. 3,600 rockets. Yes, they were defending themselves. And yes, they are trying to establish their own nation. It is Palestine that has the government that's not functioning. They are using militarists to form their decision-making body. There is no way you can go down this road and not expect trouble in the future. Chris Murphy, you need to read this. Blumenthal wrote the Iran deal, folks. Okay? He wants to bribe Iran into not blowing up the West. They want to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. My Savior was Jewish. I support Jews. I support Israel. We need to replace Chris Murphy before we get in a nuclear war. We need to, A, follow the Trump decisions. Yes, it wasn't working properly. Why? Because they were secretly meeting with Chris Murphy. They were hoping Biden would win. That's a clear path to their victory. Biden is a clear path to the end of Israel, and Chris Murphy can't see it. He's trying to de-escalate through diplomacy. These guys won't stop. The Houthis say they won't stop, okay? The Houthis are preventing their attack on those cities, that major city, They're starving 2 million people. That's a humanitarian crisis well designed to gain our support through Chris Murphy's eyes. The Iran agreement was written badly. It's the worst deal ever written. And paying terrorists never works. Chris Murphy does not understand that. Watch this speech in its entirety. You need to vote this guy out. We need to, in Connecticut, have him removed from the Senate for treason. I've been to the FBI 20 times trying to get him arrested for treason. We need to vote him out. We need to impeach him. He took bribes from Ukraine. Okay? He took bribes from Leitner during the impeachment, voted to impeach a sitting president after getting paid, and Murphy threatened Ukraine that if Ukraine investigated Biden on behalf of Trump, that he would withdraw all Democratic support for Ukraine. That is treason. We need Ukraine to keep Russia at bay. As a result of Murphy's problems with Ukraine, they now have 150,000 troops on their border. At Christmas time, they had 25,000. So what's escalating? North Korea is escalating. They're testing Biden. China, escalating. Yes, escalating. Russia, escalating. Iran, escalating. Hamas, escalating. Hezbollah, escalating. These are proxies. This is Chris Murphy's proxy. Hezbollah is Chris Murphy's proxy. I don't want to go too long. I'm at 6.5 minutes. It's very important that you watch this video. It's critical. And we need to take measures ourselves, countermeasures against Chris Murphy, who's continuously committing treason. Have a great day. I need small contributions at Flynn2022, USSenate.com, or ProSeLitigatorCT.com. Seems to be working better. We're raising very little money, and we need to mount our own countermeasures against the Blumenthals and Murphys of the world, who are ruining, single-handedly ruining the United States of America. It's going to be too late in 80 days to do this. If we don't do it today, by the end of today, we have to set a goal and reach it. I don't see any support here. Robert Hyde and I are now working together, okay? Because there's 2 seats that need to be replaced in Connecticut. Robert Hyde has some information he'd like to share with you personally. I'm telling him to hold off and use the information to our benefit. I'm not sure where we're going to go with this, but we are going to debate. Robert Hyde and I are going to debate. And you guys can listen to reason. We're both on the same side when it comes to Senator Murphy, the worst senator in the United States. Not Kissinger. He's not the worst. No, he didn't commit treason 3 times in our recent future, in our recent past. So here we go. Watch the video. He's going to negotiate with terrorists with your money. He's going to ruin the currency. He's going to ruin our chances of having a war in the Middle East and not on Connecticut's shores. This war is coming to the United States via AOC, Presley, Omar, Tlaib, and a few more. But those 4, they are pro-Palestine. They think that the colonization of Palestine by Israelis in the Gaza Strip is a mistake. And the fact remains, we are headed down a road. Time is up. You've had too long. The media in Connecticut is responsible for this travesty of what's happening. Okay? Who can you blame? The media. Yes, you can. Trump was right about certain things. He's not right about everything. And by the way, everyone thinks I'm a pro-Trumper. I was one of the 13 Connecticut residents that ran for president in 2020. I had 21% of the vote in March. Are you aware of that? Because the Hour, the Stanford Advocate, didn't print about it, okay? Connecticut falsified its election. I can prove it. I'm not just a conspiracy theorist. How many votes did I get in Norwalk? Well, let me tell you, I got at least 21 votes in Norwalk because I have 21 pictures of the ballots voting for me. How many votes did Connecticut say I got? 0. Denise Merrill said 0. She needs to go to jail because not only is the Arizona election falsified, the Connecticut election was falsified. Because how many times will a presidential candidate get to vote for himself if he has no intention of being president? I want to be a U.S. senator just because I have to. I feel compelled to get involved in this fight. I'm a fighter like no other, and I am telling you right now, our government officials are bribing people. I have evidence of that. I've taken them to court. The court is complicit. We have a judicial misconduct problem. We have a prosecutorial misconduct problem. And I'm hearing there's a third candidate going to run for U.S. Senate. And she's not going to win because she shouldn't be raising money as a prosecutor. That's against Section 106 in the Connecticut General Statutes for prosecutors. They should not be raising money, folks, because they are cutting deals with criminals. It's not a good sign. So, let's cut them off at the pass. Evil is powerless unless it's in Connecticut, the bluest state in the nation. Have a great day. I'm at 13 minutes. I hope you start watching because it's going to get ugly.